Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to another broadcast. Today I want to talk about Amazing Spider-Man number 31, or more specifically that issue where Dan Slott further adds credibility to the argument that he is a master of overpromising and under-delivering. ASM number 31, for those who haven't been following along, is the tale of the fall of the house, or rather company, of Parker. Fans figured that Peter would eventually have to lose the company or step down at some point, and now it's come as a Secret Empire tie-in. As I've said before, writer Dan Slott is an idea man, but he often fails to deliver on the execution. I think part of that stems from the fact that he doesn't seem like a writer who does much research. He seems to glean information about any number of professions through his Netflix preferences or favorite science fiction shows. But the problem is that he's making a carbon copy of a carbon copy. Take, for instance, Peter Parker as a CEO. Read through the past year of The Amazing Spider-Man and ask yourself if Mr. Slott has ever, say, picked up a book by a billionaire. If I were writing Peter Parker as an entrepreneur, for instance, I'd pick up something by Tony Robbins, or I'd read a book on the late Steve Jobs. That kind of research gives authenticity to your writing, and it makes readers say, wow, this guy did his homework. He's speaking with authority. Getting back to the issue at hand, Parker Industries' New York and San Francisco offices have been taken out by the whole Secret Empire fiasco, and his London branch is also toast, so he makes a final stand in China. We're told that Doc Ock has been monitoring the company from the very get-go, but then we're asked to believe that he would not have been siphoning off intellectual property for the duration of his spying. Peter has a handy-dandy kill switch, which erases all the company's research in one fell swoop, although for good measure he asks his Chinese employees to risk their lives to destroy computers with hammers, their hands, and other office equipment. Question: is that the best solution to this problem that Dan Slott could come up with over the course of a year or two, or however long this storyline has been in the works? If you're an avid fan of the book, can you honestly tell me with a straight face that this wasn't a complete stinker of a climax? It doesn't even make any sense. If Parker Industries was building some sort of next-generation nuclear bomb, sure, I get it. But the Uncle Ben Foundation was a philanthropic endeavor, and Dan Slott acted as if the company did everything from green energy initiatives to biological research into rare diseases. Why would it be necessary to literally burn that kind of research in order to keep it away from Doc Ock? Why didn't Peter Parker just have his own backups somewhere that were totally off the grid in case just this sort of thing went down? When Doc Ock calls Peter Parker a dolt, readers are not supposed to agree with the villain. It's really as simple as that. But time and time again, Peter Parker does act like a dolt. Aunt May says she's proud of what her nephew has done, but as readers, it's completely laughable. If you think this book rocks right now, then my response is to think of an old song by Nirvana that goes, I wish I were like you, easily amused. That's about it for now, but as always, I'd like to hear what you have to say. Sound off on the fall of the House of Parker, the track record of writer Dan Slott, aka Slotto on Twitter, and anything else related to the book. And as always, if you like what you've seen here, then head on over to douglasernst.blog for more coverage just like this. See you next time.